So we've been living in Saranda for almost 3 months. Our time to leave Albania is coming up. As Canadians, we can only stay here 90 days out of 180. So today we're taking the bus back to Tirana to spend the night, and then we're off to our next country. Where are we going?
We are going to Montenegro. We have a week in Podgorica or Podgorica, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and then we go to Biella for 6 weeks.
Yeah, so that's our next part of our exciting journey of traveling the world full time. As usual, the traffic at the bus station, the bus terminal area here, is pretty crazy. We're sad to be leaving Saranda, not particularly about actually leaving the place, but we're leaving behind such great friends that we've met. When we came to Saranda, we took one of the small furgongs from the Tirana bus terminal, and it was 1,700 lek for a small minibus, which was really cramped and crowded. And this time we've actually got a bus through a tour agency, and it's only 1,500 lek per person, and it's a large air-conditioned coach. So that'll be much better. Right by the bus station in Saranda, there's actually an interesting thing. There's an archaeological site right in the middle of the city. Traveling by bus is actually a really good way to get around. But the one thing we despise about travel days and going by bus is bathroom anxiety. You know, you'd like to get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee, maybe get a bit of breakfast, but you just don't want to risk getting on a bus and then having to take a crap. That's not a fun experience. So we don't usually have anything in the morning, and then once we get to our destination, then we'll have something to eat and drink. The weather during our 3 months in Saranda has been absolutely outstanding. We're here from the beginning of March through till the end of May. So of the 90 days roughly that we've been here, I think we've had perhaps 12 days that have had some rain in them. Not one day has it rained all day long, and most days when it has rained, it's just been very short. There was some significant thunderstorms here last night. That's the second time we've had that here. For those interested in the costs, our stay here for 3 months in Albania, the cost is around 9,000 Canadian dollars. So 3,000 Canadian per month, $1,500 per person. I'm sure that a single person could live here easily on about 12 to 14, maybe 1,500 US dollars per month. No questions asked. There's really good value here. Certainly, it's becoming more populated with tourists right now as we get towards the beginning of June. Prices escalate on rents. So if you are wanting to come here and spend, 3 months, I would suggest coming sort of the same time that we did, or coming September, October, November, when the weather is still quite good and the prices are lower. The food in Saranda, it's typical for the region. There really isn't a lot of foreign cuisine available here, so we find it quite repetitive. However, the food is very good quality, it's fresh, and we've not had one bad meal. Do we like Saranda enough that we would come back? The answer is yes, absolutely. We will do a video about the pros and cons of Saranda, Albania. There's many pros, there are some cons, and we'll give you that sort of honest review from our perspective. And then you can use that as a guide for whether or not you'd like to come here and spend some time as well. Our buddy Kyle has come down to say goodbye to us at the bus stop. Gotta love him. We're gonna miss that guy. So on the bus, the driver doesn't just drive. He also smokes and talks on his phone the whole time. So we've just stopped here, little roadside stop for washroom break and a bit of a stretch of the legs. So Sarah, what do you think about taking the air-conditioned coach as opposed to the furgong? That's not a very hard question. Let's try that one again.
I much prefer it.
So the bus ride from Saranda to Tirana is something about 4.5 hours. And if you want to take one of these coaches, you just find out one of the kind of tour bus places actually, and buy your ticket. And you should buy them in advance, usually 2 days in advance. This bus is full, and all the buses during the day fill up. So if you're wanting to use it, you should plan ahead. So yeah, we'll be getting back on the bus. Another couple hours through Durrës. See, hopefully the traffic's not too bad there. It can be pretty bad. And then into Tirana. Check into our hotel. We got a hotel for one night. Hotel Villa San Remo, I think it's called. Recommended by a friend. And yeah, we got the one night there. So we'll check out maybe a little bit of stuff in Tirana and then go for some dinner. That'll be fun. And then once you've had your bathroom break, you can have some snacks. Definitely bring snacks for the bus ride. So somebody has just alerted the driver that their wife needs to really go to the bathroom all of a sudden. So I think they're going to make an emergency stop. Toilet time. Don't even say the word toilet. Makes you want to go. Don't even think about toilet. We're just rolling through Durrës now. Tirana will be the last stop. Okay, so made it to Tirana. Changed to the city bus. Going to go to Skanderbeg Square. 40 lek for the bus. And then we'll have to find our apartment. Sorry, the hotel. It's hot in this bus. So this is the not so glorious part of traveling full time. You know, here taking 2 buses. Now we're loading up again. We gotta walk to our hotel now. It's not a far walk. We luckily got off at the right bus stop. We just happened to look out the window and see a landmark, and we're like, yeah, this is the stop. So we got about a 10-minute walk. But yeah, it's been a bit of a long day, and it's really hot here, so get to the hotel. All right, Google Maps sucks in Albania. The map says we're basically standing on top of our hotel, and no. And actually we're just 100 meters from a Airbnb we rented before, and there's a hotel near it. We looked, that's not the right one. So now we're not sure exactly where we are, but we're hot as hell, and we're tired of moving these freaking bags around. So Sarah's just asked somebody inside. Hopefully we have some answers.
Down that way, not far.
A little farther down the street. You know, virtually every single business here. Kalman Derek. Okay, so that guy here has told us we need to go a little farther down and on the right. Okay. Anyway, said it was a 7-minute walk from the bus stop. That's not true at all. See, it's not all just lounging at the beach or on your patio. Sometimes it can get quite frustrating traveling when you don't know where you're going. It does amaze me that Google Maps here is so inaccurate, because it shouldn't. Most of the maps were from 2017. So anyway, we're almost there apparently. All right, so it's not on the main road, it's on a little side street. Hotel Villa San Remo, Hotel Bar Restaurant. Whew. All right, we're here. Are we good or what? Uh-oh. We booked through Expedia, but they don't know anything about it. Wicked. All right, well, they did have our reservation in the end, and we're here. And as it seems sometimes, when you show up with heavy luggage, your room's on the top floor and there's no elevator. So we've just lugged the bags up, given them our passports for copies for them. We'll just show you our apartment here, our little hotel room, nice bathroom. Little view outside, toilet, bidet, nice big shower. It's a small room. She's tired. There's a little fridge, little work desk. Anyway, there is a nice little patio out here. It's actually quite big. The actual patio is probably almost as big as the room. I think it's about 55 Canadian dollars per night. So about 40 US. Hotels in Tirana are not cheap when you look at what you pay for long-term rentals. But still pretty good value compared to home, that's for sure. All right, got a little freshened up in there. Sarah had a bit of a rest. Weren't feeling too good after that bus ride, were you?
No, I was not. I get motion sick.
Yeah, feeling a little sick there. Anyway, we're just heading out from the hotel. We already noticed here when you look at the price of food on menus, sandwich boards and stuff, it's already significantly less than Saranda. Saranda's got like a tourist tax on top of everything. So we'll have a bit of a wander around, find some dinner here.
Fish restaurant where you can...
Yeah, fishmonger. So the first thing you notice when you're in Tirana is it's obviously, you know, a big capital city, right? Quite a bit more foot traffic, a lot more cars, a lot more noise. Just a lot more going on. It's actually a pretty nice place. We've been here several times, and if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Tirana, you can check back in our catalog and look at our first 3 videos, actually, or 4 or 5 videos are actually about Tirana. We'll talk about the city, take you on a walking tour. There's a couple of videos like that. You can look back and see them. We also did a pros and cons of Tirana at the time we were here. That was last October. You know, the question, I guess, is, you know, would we like to live permanently in Tirana as expats? And I think we probably could. It's got a lot going on. You know, when you're in Saranda, it's just a small place and kind of lots of things there, but there's like 100 times that to do here as far as places to go, cafes, bars, restaurants, shopping. You know, there's so much more here, eh?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. We're here on a Sunday night, so a lot of the businesses obviously are closed, but all the cafes and bars, they go till the early hours of the morning. Albanians love to come out and drink coffee and raki and eat. They go to dinner, usually quite late actually. It's not uncommon to see them out eating 10 or 11 o'clock at night, sitting around drinking coffees until 2 or 3 in the morning. Real coffee culture here, hey? It's something else. We're in the Muslim Shiri neighborhood. We've actually stayed here before. Actually, we're coming up on a street here. We actually, not the first time we were here, but the second time we come here, we stayed at an apartment just up this road here. It's the one just above the car there with the barriers on the first floor. It's kind of a funny place to stay. First floor apart or second floor apartment, but it had all barbed wire, not barbed wire, but like safety railings, you know, so nobody would break in. There's all sorts of pastisserie, Tirana, pharmacia, cafes, bars, gelato. This thing's new. Freaking giant KFC ad. I don't know why anyone would want to order freaking KFC in Albania. They got their own stuff that's about 100 times better. There's a shop for everything here, pretty much. If you have Apple products, there's an Apple authorized retailer, repair person, that kind of stuff. Now look at this. Here's more advertising. Freaking Kentucky Fried Chicken. Note the price. You would not pay that kind of money for traditional Albanian cuisine, that's for sure.
You wouldn't get a bucket of chicken for $15 Canadian at home either.
Is that what it was, $15?
It's $11.50 for a bucket of chicken, 2 French fries, and 2 pops.
How much would that be in Canada, Sarah?
Probably 50 bucks.
Probably 50 bucks. Shows you how much you're being screwed at home. I'm just gonna check out here, Apollo Traditional. We were here actually the first day they opened. I don't think they're open. We'll have a look. Well, the sign says open, but that doesn't mean anything in Albania. They're not open, it's closed.
I think maybe they're on siesta.
On siesta. Yeah, you'll find sometimes these businesses kind of close down, but they would be open at this time. It's dinner time. If it's not open now, it's not opening later. So we'll find something else. They have awesome pastries. Burek, baking. Oh, that's amazing. I love the traffic lights here. Look at these things. It's funny in a city that there's such traffic chaos. They have these really cool traffic signs. We've been coming to Tirana for 3 years, and this skyscraper, I don't think much has changed. If you're from Tirana, maybe you can tell us, how long has this thing been going, and when's it supposed to finish? Because at the rate it's going, I could be dead by the time it's done. And this one here, this is one of the iconic Tirana architectural landmarks. They've got this building. I don't know if it's a commercial thing or a residential tower. I wouldn't want to live in it. It's got no balconies, but it's pretty interesting.
Oh, ciao ciao. Hello.
Ciao ciao.
Yeah.
We had a chow chow. We love chow chows. Anyway, we're gonna take a walk up to Skanderbeg Square. If you ever come to Tirana, it's one of the places you're definitely gonna walk to. It's this huge open square, super cool. They have all sorts of events here throughout the year. Everything from boxing matches to music shows. The opera house is there. There's the museum. We've done it all. Well, we haven't done the opera house. Some pretty interesting things here. They've got street lights. It looks like a lamp that you'd have in a house. Pretty strange. Oh, there's more of them. Holy smokes, the whole place is filled with them. They're just like giant bed table lamps. It's kind of funny because there's actually not anything in progress. There's just another one of these lamps. I find some of these things so funny. Well, if you're looking for groups of people, you'll find them at Skanderbeg Square. There's a huge amount of religious diversity and tolerance here. Unlike many countries, different religions coexist without any problems. It's lovely. They're taking something apart. They must have had something here before, some kind of show. And then you got the obligatory I love tea for Tirana sign. So we're on the hunt for a couple of restaurants we've seen before that we've ate at. We might check them out again. These guys here are a little behind the times with their signage. They've still got Christmas paint up on the windows here. Oh, here we go. Here's a little bit of home. What have we got here? We've got the Canadian Club. Some kind of club, but it's not open. Looks like a coffee bar. I don't know why they'd call it that. Fresh markets, coffee bars. This place must have the world record for the number of coffee bars. per capita, I'm sure. It smells like bakeries and tobacco. It's kind of the aroma you get here. And then the odd bit of shish kebab. And on a hot day, trash. Garbage. But they do pick it up every day. Just kind of the system that they have. You have bins outside your place, you just bring your stuff out and chuck it in. So it can be a bit ripe during the day while it's waiting for pickup. Here's another thing, Burger King. Yes, they got their craving for the Whopper here. Well, when you've been here enough times, you know all the back alley shortcuts, so that's always good. Saves you walking down the main street with everybody. Take the old back road here. So that is the Sar Hotel. I think it's the first place we've actually ever stayed in Albania, isn't it?
It was. It was a great place. Nice staff.
Yeah.
Good breakfast.
Yeah, great staff. Great breakfast. We looked at it this time and the prices they've really gone up. So we're like, yeah, for one night, no thanks. But I'd highly recommend that place if you're not on a budget. I think you probably pay about $100 Canadian, maybe $73 US a night there, maybe. Anyway, great place. All right, Sarah says, trust me, we're going the right way. We've seen what this does before. So I'm gonna call it right now. We are not going the right way. We are going way too far away from the main road. The restaurants we're looking for are not that far away from Ruga George Bush. All right, Sarah says we turn here, so we'll see how good her internal... Holy she's right. Wow, we come out at exactly where we need to. I take that back, Sarah. You're a freaking genius. Not only were you a world-class accountant, but you're also a human GPS. So this is where the market and bazaar is here. Zagaras everywhere. It's your traditional food. Everyone's got the best traditional food in the country, they all say, right? But that's to be determined, right? Anyway, here's the big market. So he's got that big teddy bear, and that teddy bear gets hung outside a place, a new business, a new house that you purchase, a new apartment, and that is meant to, what is the purpose of the teddy bear, Sarah?
I think it's supposed to bring good luck or ward off the evil eye, one of the two. Right.
So all around you'll see buildings with teddy bears hanging off of them. Sport bar, billiard hall. Nice little walking area here. And the smell of food in this area, meat, it's really hits you. There's some good places to eat in this area, that's for sure. Around the corner here, there's a really good gelato place. Hopefully they've got some stuff out. We can show you. No. Cheese place. Market. The gelateria is not there anymore. Well, who knows what happened to that. Here's the chicken joint. So we are here at Zagara Fatozi. It's your mixed meat shop, sausages, meat. So we ordered a small mixed meat, 1800 lek, and we've ordered some chips and tzatziki sauce. I don't know if it comes with it or not, but we ordered it anyway. And one of the main reasons we've stopped here is they don't have music blasting, which means we can film for YouTube. This area is one of the busiest areas in the city at night. It's where all the people come and hang out. Still a little early in the night for most Albanians to come out. Time now is 6:20. So for 1,800 lek, you get this giant plate of mixed meats. And I mean, it's just, there's sausage, there's chicken, there's, I don't know, there's just everything here. It's crazy. Plus bread, French fries, the whole works. This is gonna be good. So we got some chicken wings, some shish kebab, some sausage. Wow, look at this. It's like chivapi. Here they call it kofta. Wow. Flavor's just amazing. If you like eating meat, Albania is definitely for you. Vegetarian, you can do it. I'm not sure why. Chicken wings. Wow. The spicing here is very subtle. It's quite simple, but it's very tasty. Some kind of sausage, not sure what it is. What do you think of the food so far, Sarah?
It's really good.
Yeah, that's right. It's really good. Try some of their chips here. They come with tzatziki. They're okay. Albanians are not known for making very good fries. They're not always crispy. Is what it is. Everyone from North America or England that I've talked to has all said the same thing. Not very good fries. The quality of their meat here is just outstanding. I don't quite get the whole chips with tzatziki. This must be a Mediterranean thing. To me, they really don't go together, but definitely the mixed grill is the way to go. It's a really good value for 2 people. Wow. This sausage is fantastic. This one here, I'm not sure what it is. It might be a bit of like a Kosovar sujuk.
I think it's sujuk.
It's sujuk, yeah. Wow. Wow. Wow, that has flavor. And spice, wow. That is really good. You get about 8 chicken wings, 6 sausages, a skewer of beef, a skewer of pork kebab, and there's a beef patty there as well. I don't know about the fries. I don't know whether it's the oil they use or they just don't cook them long enough. They almost need to be double fried. They're just kind of limp. Some kind of meat patty. Oh, we got a friend at our table. That cat's not stupid. It knows where the food is. Pork kebab is good. Albania is a meat lover's dream. If you're vegetarian, you could probably get a bunch of lentils and beans and stuff. Salads, I guess. But this is a meat-eating country. We'll try some of this meat patty here. It's got some kind of cheese in it. Interesting. Huh. It's like a little cheeseburger. If you look in here, there's this gooey cheese cooked right into it. Never seen that before. It's all right. It's kind of odd. And we don't eat out a lot here. Sarah does a lot of cooking at home, mainly because we like variety, and we do find the food here to be a bit repetitive and also a little bit sometimes bland. This is actually pretty good for a meal out. Or at a hotel we can't cook anyway, so. So we have not eaten all day, and this food is too much for the two of us to even eat. The weather's gone for a bit of a shit, and we do not have any umbrellas or rain jackets. So hopefully we can wait this one out. All right, so we made a bit of a mistake here. We didn't check the weather before we went out, and I almost thought about asking. We have no rain clothes or umbrella, and it is bucketing down rain. We are wearing shirts, shorts, and flip-flops. Whoops. Hey. And no way to dry clothes. All right, so we may dodge one with the rain. It's starting up again, but yeah, that was brilliant, eh? What do you think of that meal?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, so we'll head out of here. Hopefully, not get too wet. You've got these 3 cigars in a row, and they're all kind of dueling for the customers. It's really interesting. So the thing you really notice right away in Tirana is that there's just a real buzz about this city. You know, it's almost 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday, and there's people out everywhere. The cafe culture is huge. People are out eating with their friends. You know, young girls out with their girlfriends, boys out with their friends, and they're just all enjoying life outside. There's just countless cafes. You know, we were talking to the guys that work there, and they talk about, oh, you know, you're from Canada, it must be nice, and you know, things here are tough for Albanians, and we understand that totally. You know, what they also don't realize is that, you know, back at home, the wages of Canadians might be quite a bit higher, but so are the expenses. And, you know, at the end of the month, people in both places probably don't have a lot left. But I think here, the quality of life that they have is superior. The lifestyle that they have is very different. It's just cafes and hanging out. Even though it's raining, we're still out sitting under umbrellas. Coffees, beers, food, whatever they're doing. Okay, well, now we're getting wet, so little kiosks everywhere. You can buy your newspaper, magazines, pop, beer, cigarettes, whatever you like. Heading back towards Skanderbeg Square. This is the bus area, kind of the city bus loop. I apologize for the low light camera conditions. These GoPros are really not good in low light. It's one of their flaws. Anyway, this is where you get your buses. City bus, bus to the airport, you name it. Yeah, you could just go to the kiosk there and buy a beer and go for a walk with it. Nobody would care. Nobody would think twice about it. Yes, it's pouring rain and there's actually people on the Ferris wheel. There's also a carousel. It's not operating right now. Now we're starting to get soaked. Alright, so that brings our day in Tirana to a close. My name's Jay.
And I'm Sarah.
We're a couple of wet, crazy Canadians who are traveling world full time. We hope you like what we're doing, and if you do, we hope that you hit the like and subscribe button down below. We'll see you in the next one.
Mirapafsham.
Mirapafsham.